Hello and welcome to our beautiful mission here at Carmel. We are getting ready to welcome you all back so that we can gather together as God's community, so that we can worship together and become what we are called to be at our baptism, and that is the body of Christ. We've all missed you, and it'll be good to see your smiling faces again. But before we gather again as a Eucharistic community, there are certain safety measures that we need to put in place so that it will not be the same as it was when you last visited our Basilica. We will be wearing masks. We will be using hand sanitizer. And we will also be maintaining a social distancing at all times. Now, these things are things that you have probably become used to during the coronavirus. I know we have here. But all of them are for one reason, and that is to maintain your safety, Safety of all our parishioners, as well as our many, many visitors, and our staff to the highest degree possible. So I just say to you, if you are feeling in any way ill or find yourself among the high risk groups, including those with underlying health conditions, those over the age of 65, or there's the slightest discomfiture on your part about coming to Mass, please, stay safe and stay at home. We will be continuing to stream our Mass so that you can join us as you have been doing without actually being present. You'll be part of our newly created virtual community. So if you feel the slightest discomfiture about coming back to church at this time, please stay at home and join us online. The dispensation from the obligation to attend Sunday Mass continues, and that was made clear by Bishop Garcia. I hope that you had a chance to view his video about the conditions for returning to celebrate Mass as a community. You know, here at the mission, I don't have to tell you, we face unique challenges which some other parishes don't have to contend with. We have people every weekend from the Bay Area, San Jose, all parts of the States and further abroad. We never know who's coming in our gates for our weekend services. So it's very, very difficult for us to know who is going to be here, how many are going to be here, etc. But we've done our best to put measures in place that will help the smoothest possible flow of visitors to our church on Sundays. We're truly blessed to be able to welcome so many who want to visit our saint, Junipero Serra, but this will require work on our part, not only by you, our parishioners, but also to help welcome in a safe way all visitors who come to the mission. Now, following this message, we will have a series of short vignettes that will demonstrate how we will, first of all, safely enter the church, how we will be seated in our pews, how we will receive Holy Communion, and finally, how we will exit the Basilica at the end of Mass. So I ask you to please pay attention to these very important details, and that that should make it easier for you, should you choose to come back and join us soon for the celebration of Mass. Thank you again for your kind attention, and I wish you and your loved ones every blessing as we continue to navigate these difficult times. So I would appeal to you to exercise caution and through your discernment decide whether now is the time to come back or whether you need a little more time. Remember, we will continue to stream our Masses from our Basilica. So once again, thank you for your attention. And I hope the following little video vignettes will help you as we reassemble as the body of Christ.
Greetings to all. Now that we are reopening for public worship, we wanted to show you what returning to Mass will look like. Here are some things to keep in mind and directions to follow. First, total capacity will be a maximum of 100 people at each Mass, and we will have 2 Masses at 7:30 a.m. and 11 a.m. Second, you must wear a mask and sanitize your hands before entering the church. Third, follow the usher regarding where to sit. Only family groups may sit together. Social distancing of 6 feet must be maintained between groups or individuals in the pews. This will mean a maximum of 3 non-family members per pew. We will skip a pew between groups. This means that every other pew remains empty. As we get ready to receive Holy Communion, remain standing in your pew. The minister will come to you. If you wish to receive communion, make a throne for the Lord. Extend your hands out with the dominant hand underneath to support your other hand where the Eucharist will be laid. When the minister moves past you, remove your mask and consume the body of Christ. Immediately replace your mask. When Mass is over, please remain in your pew until the usher tells you when to exit. Remember, we must continue to observe the 6-foot social distancing at the end of Mass and as you exit. Please do not remove your mask until you've returned to your car, and sanitize your hands as you exit the church. The usher will hold open the doors, and you will not have to touch them. At Carmel Mission, we are doing all that we can to keep you safe as we return to Mass. The pews and the surfaces will receive a thorough cleaning after every Mass. We are providing staff ushers to show you how to enter the church safely and seat you and your family while observing social distancing of 6 feet. You can rely on the ushers to let you know where to sit and when to leave your pews. Thank you all, and we are so happy to begin this slow and careful public celebration of Mass with the people of God. With your cooperation and observation of the guidelines and social distancing, we can ensure that as soon as possible, all of us can safely gather together again for worship.